It's March 2026. You're watching creators flash massive profits while you're still trying to find your footing. If you're ready to stop gambling and actually grow, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm handing out to you my exact step-by-step roadmap to bridge the gap between where you are now and actual consistent trading. Let's get started. The first thing I want you to know is if you ever see a creator flashing $50,000 trading days every day, run. I'm here to help you get consistent $200 to $1,000 days. Okay, we don't need the $50,000 days. I've made a lot of money trading just going for $200 to $1,000 per account. In the long run, it still makes a lot of money. The first step before I go over my strategy, which we are going to be doing, is buy a $50,000 eval. A lot of people ask me, should I buy an eval or should I trade on paper? Never trade on paper. Okay, you need to be buying evals because it's going to get you more attached emotionally, which is overall going to make you the better trader. I can't tell you how many times I used to paper trade and I wouldn't feel anything. And when I went to an eval account, it did not translate whatsoever. So I think this is one of the most important things on the list because it's really going to get that, that feeling of emotion under your belt when you actually enter trades. And I remember every single time I used to enter a trade, my heart would beat every single trade and I thought it would never go away. And after a couple of years, it finally went away, but I never would have gotten there if I was paper trading. As for the second step, focus on small $200 risk trades. In just 1 second, I'm going to be going over the exact free strategy that I use to pass evals and get payouts, so stay tuned for that. But a lot of people, what they do when they buy an eval is they see people full porting them online, and that is not smart unless you are already profitable. I don't want you guys wasting your money. I need you guys to actually take trades and treat this like a real account, even though it's not a funded account yet. So once you do get to that funded stage, if you could do that, you will be much better off and more likely get a payout. And finally, 3, learn a strategy and actually stick with it. A lot of people switch their strategy within 2 months, but without further ado, let's go over the strategy that you should be using to pass eval accounts, which is my strategy. Here's the exact trade that I took today. You can see I bought here and I sold at these equal highs. So what is this? Why did I take it? And what was so good about the setup? Well, let me explain. This was a 30-second time frame, and before you freak out on me and be like, oh, I don't have the 30-second time frame, or I'm freaking out, I can't trade the 30-second time frame chart. This applies for every single time frame, no matter what. So here was the setup right here, and the main 2 things I look for in my strategy is a good target. Okay, so good stop losses, and I look for double tops and double bottoms because I love targeting these areas. Because again, if I were to go to any sort of trading book and look up how to trade, or maybe my uncle gives me a trading book for Christmas, I'm likely going to see this pattern in here, and a lot of the books say short off this pattern, which creates liquidity, which in the long run, we end up always running those double tops and double bottom. So the first thing I look for is some sort of like really good target like this, okay? The second thing I look for is some sort of liquidity sweep, okay? So you can see price actually opens and we come down to this low. And a lot of people ask, like, do I know what's going to happen in this low? And honestly, truthfully, I don't. Like, I don't know what's going to happen in this low. Like, I'm not going to come up, on YouTube in front of 75,000 subscribers that I have. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd appreciate it a lot. I make a lot of these videos. I don't tell 75,000 people on my YouTube, yeah, dude, like, bro, I would have totally known we're going to bounce here. Like, oh, I was looking for this long. I generally don't know. Like, when I see this candle, then I use the reaction in hindsight to be like, that was a good liquidity sweep, rather than look for the liquidity sweep initially, if that makes sense. So again, after the actual liquidity sweep, that's when I kind of know. So you can see, right, I look for a good target right here, a liquidity sweep, and then an inversion fair value gap. And basically it's, when this low, this candle, high, the candle do not overlap, it creates this little gap here. And this was actually a bearish fair value gap, which, brought us down to this low. But once we hit this low, this bearish fair value gap, I'm actually looking for it to be broken, or, in other words, closed above. Because think about it. I mean, look at this candle right here. There's so many people shorting here. Look how giant and deathly this candle looks. So I know there's a bunch of stop losses here, inside that candle, right, of all the shorts. So the second we close back above the fair value gap, okay, right here, I know that the sellers in this candle are likely, getting out, okay, which causes a little squeeze back to these stop losses up here, okay? And that is basically essentially how the algorithm moves the market. And if you don't believe in an algorithm, that's okay. We all have our own beliefs, but that's just the way I see it. So that is my typical bread and butter setup. It's it's kind of like this fake move off open. You know, it traps a lot of retail traders shorting after this candle. Where do they put their stop loss? Above this candle or above these old highs. And the second we kind of V-shape and wreck that again, I am looking for some sort of long back up to here, which is again why I took this trade here. Now, one bonus before I end the video to add even another A+ confluence to the strategy is a delivery off of a higher time frame, gap, okay, or higher time frame fair value gap. So if I go to the 15 minute and I actually look to the left, we had a fair value gap right here. Okay, if I draw this to the right, I'll make it a little more thicker, right? And we go back to the 30-second time frame, you can see, right, when price opened, the body on the 15 minute hadn't closed below this gap. Okay, so the next candle at 9:30 closes at 9:45, and when we get the setup, it was 9:33. So the candle, right, at 9:33 didn't close below yet. So this still counts as delivering from the higher time frame gap. This will probably add about a 20% win rate to your, trade, which is really something you want to do to become more profitable. So don't forget the higher time frame PD array delivery. You don't always need it if you know the draw on liquidity, but it definitely does help. And with that, here comes the end of the video. Test the roadmap yourself and comment down below what you think. I'm going to pick one comment to win a free Apex account. And other than that, don't forget to use code Dodgy, all prop firms. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.